And here you have it, guys, the Limitless XL review. So, trying to keep the video short and sweet, so let's get down to it. Let's see you in the up close. How's it going, guys? Here today we have the Limitless XL. I presume it's designed by Limitless, produced by Ijoy. Here's the specs itself: 25mm, innovative airflow ring, unique buildable deck, 9mm, 19.8mm build space. You get pre-made coil in there, 4 mils of e-juice, peak insulator, Phillips head screws, and easy top fill. There you have it. I have vaped on the tank. And the stuff you get inside is obviously Pyrex glass, all your spare O-rings, and some cotton and a drip tip, and some screws, all the rest of it. All this good stuff. Get a nice screwdriver, just like the Limitless Plus. You also get the 510 adapter for your 510 drip tips. You get 2 rebuildable decks. You get the dual coil and the single coil included, and then you have the tank itself. The tank itself, I'm presuming, is made of stainless steel, and you also have the innovative airflow design, which, yes, does look very daunting, but it's also very, very cool. And inside you have the coil itself, which strips apart as easy. This is the quad coil, 0.15, and you have the tank and glass, and it is a top fill design. Just fill it from either side, obviously not the actual main part, but either side, and that unscrews from the deck itself, so it is fully cleanable. I have recently timed it up. I've got juice in my hands now, so I probably won't be able to do it. No. This screws apart. Let me just see if I can do that for you. Yeah, it's very tight on there now, but this does come apart. I have had it apart. It's just I've recently tightened it up because I've been using it. And the drip tip is built in with that one. And obviously, if you wanted the stainless steel adapter, you just screw the adapter on there, and it's exactly the same for your 510. Just make it a little bit shorter. As you can see here, it is a little bit shorter than the original, but obviously you have the drip tip on there as well. I personally like the big chuff cap because it does have a lot of airflow for a tank. And then onto the coil itself. It does have juice on it, I do apologise. Just wipe that off for you. There we go. You'd say it's a quad coil, 0.15. I have vaped on the coil itself. Let me just remove that for you. And there's the deck. And you can screw with the single on there or the double on there. I'll go over those in just a second. So here you have the actual coil design itself. It's fairly big, 0.15, 50 to 215 watts. I don't personally rate any more than 150 watts. From what I've tried, it does start to get a little bit hot and a little bit harsh. You can see in there you have the little chipset design with the LEDs built into there, which is a pretty smart feature. I thought it'd be a little bit gimmicky. Threads are silky smooth and the coils are fairly chunky for a quad coil. I'm going to say it now, with this you don't want to prime inside of the coils too much, just on the outside, as when you screw it onto the deck. My hands are slippy and don't want to screw on. There we go. When you screw it onto the deck itself, obviously with the airflow open, you can see the bottom of the coil. It's just like an airflow chamber, but it does help, I find, because condensation can't build up in there. I've had no leaking from the stock coils at all. I've yet to try the rebuildable, but no leaking whatsoever. So let's get onto the build decks. You have two different build decks. As I've said, you have the single and the quad coil. In fact, let me just get my old battered mod here. My workhorse. It's only an RX 200S, nothing major. So here you have the single coil. These coils come pre-installed. Seem very clean. I haven't vaped on them just yet. That probably needs trimming, as you'll probably catch the sides. Really big juice well hole, so you've got plenty enough room to put your cotton in there. And that is your single coil. And the same again, the airflow comes from underneath. So obviously don't get flooding it full of juice, otherwise you might get some slight leakage. But threads are very, very clean. It's very nice build quality. So let's unscrew that one and go over to the dual. This one will be my personal favourite. I wouldn't say this tank's an RTA or a sub-ohm tank. It's more of in between. It can take stock coils, but they're beastly stock coils. And obviously it comes with two rebuildable decks, your single and dual. And here's your dual deck. These coils, some sort of fused Clapton, also come pre-installed with the Phillips head screws. Airflow in the centre and juice wicks on the side. Obviously if you open the airflow, you can see where the airflow goes in. It's right underneath the coil on that one. They are right underneath the coil anyway, as it gets from the bottom of the mod itself. Nice little labelling on there also. I say I haven't used these as yet, but the build quality is exceptional. The coils I will probably change out. I might give them a try, but I like the Phillips head screws. And it's like some RDAs with the twin post design, but obviously it's pushed down. I do recommend this is probably more for the flat wire or fused Claptons, or I'm not sure how it would stand against standard wire. As for stock coil, that's pretty much anything. So let's put that on there. And what I shall do is I shall just get a mod and I shall be back. Okay, and we're back. And there you can see the coil itself. As I said, you don't want to be putting juice down there, as it will come straight through the bottom of the actual mod itself. To adjust the airflow, it's just quinklers twisting the bottom. Yes, I know, as you can see my mod is battered. It's just the one that I use to test everything now. So there you have the actual deck part and the beastie coil. But obviously the reason why they've made the the deck so big, 25mm, so you've got a big rebuildable section, which obviously is slightly a little bit bigger than the stock coil, but not by much. There you have it. And as for the lights, I'll just turn the wattage down because there's no juice. Okay, it's dependent on the wattage that gives you the power to light up. It lights up from all of them. Obviously I don't want to throw out the coil for no reason. But yeah, there you go. And to put it back together, it's fairly simple. It does get hot rather quick. Being stainless steel, it tends to retain the heat. And just screw the deck back on. That's pretty much it. And then just, yet again, got juice in my hands. Top fill, either side, and then goes the chuff cap. And you're pretty much good to roll. And as you can see from some close-ups, which is very, very clean. There's no machine oil, no nothing. I did give it a rinse out, but there's no machine oil or anything on the mod itself. That's just juice in there now. As you can see, it's very, very clean, and the threads are silky smooth. So there you have it, guys. There's the Limitless XL. What we shall do, we shall back out and have a quick vape on it. I'll tell you my final thoughts. What's going on, guys? Steve here. So yeah, I thought I'd do a quick review on the Limitless XL tank. It's a cracking tank. Really is. Comparing it to other stock tanks, the stock coil is exceptional. The TFE8, I would say, beats that no problem. Personally, it's not as power hungry, I find. 70 to 90 watts, and it's great. And obviously the lights are pretty cool. Clouds for days. I do apologise as well, I've been demoted into the kitchen. Perks of having kids and watching TV. So they've kicked me off my desk. Anyway, it's not the point. The point is for this bad boy. So there we have it, guys. This is the Limitless XL. It's a great tank. The flavour is exceptional. The clouds, plumes. They do say the coil's rated from 50 to 215 watts. I personally wouldn't take this coil above 150 watts. It's a little bit hot and it does start to get that harshness and dry. So you'd probably be able to go to 160 maybe, but I think it would start to dry hit. All obviously depending on the juice that you use. I'm using a 70-30 mix at the current time, and it vapes well. No, sorry, this is at 80-20. As you can see, guys, there's plenty clouds. So yeah, there's not much more I can talk about this tank. Trying to keep the review short and simple, as quick as possible. The decks, it's a bonus that you have them with it, the single or the dual coil option. Obviously, if you do decide to purchase this tank, do make sure you put plenty of cotton in there so it can't leak through, as it will go straight underneath as the airflow is from under. But other than that, it's a cracking little device. You get everything you need with it, and you get a spare Pyrex glass. So it's a winner chicken dinner. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Much appreciated, guys, and catch you in the next one.